Alright, this is totally not my style. I'm editing this in after like several days after having recorded. However, on yesterday's video, a lot of you guys were talking about Sphere Break and how it's like a crazy game and it's like, how does the other person play? This was something I originally wanted to talk about, but totally didn't. Now, here's the best idea I've seen so far, right? The idea is someone finds a core sphere, that's the number that appears in the middle somewhere, like that guy says he finds his fishing. People have different stories about where they find them. And your opponent has already played against that core sphere. And if it's a quota of 20 you've got to get, that's because your opponent got a quota of 20 in 15 turns, and you've just got to do better than they did. And that's how it's a game of playing each other, even though it's like totally asymmetric. Make sense? Yeah. That's the theory. That's the theory anyway. It'll be interesting if you guys have other ideas. Alright, let's go on with the episode. To the Calmlands! As much as I hate starting videos on the airship destination list, they do something really interesting here. We're going to go to the Calmlands today, guys, but you actually notice that it says Mission, Fiends in the Gorge Cave. Distress call from the cave down in the gorge. Say, a faith used to be down there. Maybe this has something to do with the temple fiends? Uh-oh. But also, you'll see in the bottom right, there's actually a second mission. Look at that. So you can go mission 2, and it says Clasko settled down at last. About time 2. Want to go check in on him. And you can choose where you go. That's pretty rare for the game, but they do have the UI and stuff to support it. Alright, and finally we're at the Calmlands. Now, actually, technically where I just chose to come from with the airship destination list, it puts you right over at Clasko's, but since this is where we wanted to walk to from originally, I thought I'd come this way. Hopefully we get into a battle here, because I've got a lot of cool stuff to show you guys. Now, a couple of episodes back, we got Trainer from Kamaru on Gagazet, and in the week since I last played, I don't know, maybe I grinded it out. Maybe I maxed all of the trainers out. Well, almost maxed them. They all get like half MP cost. And so I didn't actually add half MP cost onto them. But they're basically done with the Dress Fizz. Wow, that's crazy. I just checked my characters to see if they were equipped with a Charm Bangle, but they're not. In the previous chapter, we had a look at the people over at that hover over there. But let's try out a different game this time. So let's actually go back to the middle section before we do anything like that. But yeah, so I've actually maxed them out. They've got a lot of cool abilities. The technique I'm using to max out Dress Fizz, if you guys want to know, by the way, I'll just put it on screen while we talk and we run over there right now, is you basically go into battle with the Intrepid Garment Grid and spam potions. And by spamming potions, each potion you throw gives you 3 AP. And it levels your classes up. So that's what I was doing on Besaid for a long time. And while I was there at Besaid, I also caught a bunch of chocobos. Wow, it's almost like there's no encounters here at all. Check it out, we made it the entire way. That's insane. No way. Do we really not have a Charm Bangle on? We really don't. Wow, that's mental. You'll notice that when you get into the central area here, Shinra comes running on down and drops his comm sphere. Very important that you drop this one. It will give you a cool item later on. Once this comm sphere is installed, I think I'll try out the games myself. I love the idea that the game seems to think that we're only here just to mess about. The shop at the Calmlands, I don't think says anything new. It might. It's always fun to check. Oh, a tarot card, actually. It does. Rages magic by +20. Not too amazing, but okay. And then the other stuff we've all got in stock. Okay, so that's fine. Funnily enough, because I've done matchmaking and all that stuff off screen to the max as I possibly can, we talked to the guy. He says, you got interest in my son up to 157. Can't say I know what that means, but keep at it. Not for me, for my son. Alright, so basically, we're done with that, actually. I was really surprised. This is much easier than I thought it was. The whole publicity campaign stuff to get people to play the games is a lot longer. But I believe the max you need to get to for the perfect reward on this is 150. And we're over 150 now. So, we've got a lot of bride interest for that guy, a lot. You guys won't believe the amount of time I've spent pouring over books. We've also seen that game over there in that hover in the background right now, I believe. A few times before. Spent a long time doing that, so we're basically done with that. We can say whatever the hell we like to ladies now, and it's totally fine. Not that on screen you guys will see me do too well. Let's go over to this hover. I can't believe I'm not getting encounters. I want to show you guys my girls with the trainer. I suppose there's a lot of opportunity for it in a second when we get down to the gorge. But yeah, they got cool stuff going on. Alright, so another change as well is obviously we've been doing well here. So welcome to open air. You're in Reptile. Welcome to our country now, partner. Alright, so check it out. Publicity menu. How am I doing? Our rating is 373 and our level is 4. I think to max it out, you need publicity rating of 500. So we kind of only get one more chapter to do this. In chapter 4, you guys will see you really don't get an opportunity to publicize. But chapter 5 we will again, so we're pretty close, but we're not completely done just yet. But if we go back, because we're level 4, if we go play Reptile Run, we can choose 4 levels of difficulty. I will... fine, we'll go 4. I suck at this. I suck at this. Let me just say, okay? This one, we don't passively watch. You remember we've seen the bird slots where it's like a slot machine. We've seen... we saw just straight up horse racing, basically, with the dogs. This one we're actually a little bit more in control. And it's very similar to one of those mini games we played with the chocobos in the previous game. So I'm going to stake 1 ticket. Oh, no, I don't... No, clear. 1 ticket, all right? 1 ticket. We'll do another ticket second time. So, basically, what we got to do is navigate this. All right? So, we got to, like, move up. There we go. And now we move to the right. Oh, my God, I'm actually making it. I'm making it! Oh, my God, I finished! What? Whoa! Payout rate, 2.5. Keep playing. And I think you just got to keep going, basically. All right, let's just... It's these helms at the start, man. They're so difficult. Move. Oh, that was so close. Oh, no. Not in front of the bomb. Okay, all right. No. Oh, wow, we're all right. Oh, as ever, the games have RNG. And we basically get screwed. So we got 1 more ticket we can wager. If we can just make it up once, I'll pay it out. Let's go. Let's try the spam. Ready? Go. All right. Oh, do we have to go in a direction that the bombs aren't looking? Oh, I see. That's how it works. So if the bombs look at you, you're screwed. All right, that makes sense. No, we're going to quit. There you go. We won some tickets. So there you go. That's Reptile Run. Good luck in there, partner. Just wanted to show you guys another one of the games and what it's like at level 4. Oh, also, they have new wares available to them. Pretty good ones as well. So now that when you can trade in your credits, the higher you get the publicity rating, the more stuff that's available. So I think when we started, basically it ended at titanium bangle, which is a pretty crazy bit of loot anyway. But now you've got medium bombs, large bombs, the pretty orbs, shining gems. You guys remember those from the previous game. Alchemist would wreak havoc with that, and then Mortal Shock as well, which is a death touch weapon. We happen to already have one of those because of one of the Fiend Tails, but yeah. Oh, we got an encounter. Oh, and there's a Chocobo.
I'm gonna whack you good.
All right, so yes, Chocobos could always have appeared in battles with us. Actually, ever since we did the ranch in the previous chapter, we could have captured them, and I've done quite a few of them off screen. So to capture a Chocobo, what we want to do, I've got some footage if this doesn't work. You want to throw a Gyasol. Oh, it didn't work. Why can't I throw that? Oh, she's cursed, so she can't use any items. Wow, she got cursed by one of the bees. That's crazy. Basically, that Chocobo's going to run off very, very quickly. So we want to feed it some greens to keep it there while we kill the mobs, all right? But Riku's cursed, so she can't throw any items. So instead, let's quickly have a look at her. Oh, she can't do anything. Oh, she's itchy, so we have to swap her. All right, let's swap her to there. All right, here we go. Let's try throwing a green then with Yuna instead. All right, there we go. Good. All right, I think that's the first time we've seen Itchy in the game. So we'll throw a Gyasol green. Now, if Yuna throws that quick enough, she can stop it from running away. It'll give us a note and it'll say, oh, he's happy. Oh my God, pain, asleep, and poisoned. That's really not good. Okay, Riku's no longer itchy. She can mix. But the thing is, if any of our girls accidentally hits that Chocobo, it will run away. So Riku can't actually mix like bombs together and stuff right now because she'll do damage to it, which is a bit of a problem. Yuna is a max level trainer right now, so she's got a bunch of different abilities I didn't want to show you guys. We got Blaze, which is basically, she gets 4 elemental damage strikes. She gets fire, ice, lightning, and water. But each one also has a different thing. So water sends people to sleep. Ice will inflict stop. You know, it's like freezing cold. They can't move anymore. Darkness blinds them as well. Blaze is such a hot, bright, intense flash. It blinds them. And then for some reason, lightning berserks them, which you really don't care about. So we'll try freeze. It basically just colors the dog a different thing each time. Riku just woke up, which is good. Pain's still asleep. We're going to swap Riku back off the Alchemist now. There you go, it's dead. And now our goal is to kill this Peregrine as well. The other thing that these guys get is each trainer gets different defensive stuff. They have different flavors. So like Yuna just can heal people or cure all statuses. Then she gets Holy. And lastly, all 3 trainers have a group attack, all right? So Yuna's is Pound, which I'll show you guys here. Which is a pun.
The more the merrier.
Hopefully that makes sense. You're right, Pain, you finally woke up. So she uses Pound. Look, all these doggies come! And they will murder whoever you like. When the Chocobo is the last thing left in the fight, you want to throw another Gyasol green at it. Here we go. And this is our last one. And you throw one. Oh, no, it ran away at the last second. Oh, and we wasted our green. Are you serious? Oh. By the way, if you piss off a Chocobo too much, it can cast Choco Meteor on you and kill you. I'll edit in a little bit of footage here of you guys seeing what it actually looks like when you manage to catch a Chocobo. So yeah. Chocobos will only appear in certain areas of the game. And off-screen, basically, I've captured a good amount. Once you capture one, they appear here in the Calmlands over at Clasco's little ranch place. So this is one of the big things. Think about it, guys. We're like in the thick of it right now. If we hadn't done the Lightning Rod Towers or the Monkey minigame, right, we'd have those going on. We'd have Publicity. We'd have the Bride game. We'd have the Chocobo Ranch. We'd have the main story stuff. We'd have all easily missable. How crazy is this game? Like, really? All right, so we're back at the ranch. Cool. If you come over here, you'll find you've got Clasco. Oh my god, no. Okay, you got... wait. We'll do the mini Chocobo in a second. There's Clasco. Hello, Clasco. He's running around tending to the Chocobos. That's fine. But check it out. So, when you capture Chocobos, they appear in these pens. I don't have all the pens filled up. I think there's a maximum of, like, 15 to 20 that you can have. There's only one in that pen there. And each of them has, like, different stats, different health available, different natures, and all kinds of stuff. It's quite in-depth the way that they do the ranch, but they also miss a few things. Make sure that in Chapter 3, you do run all the way up here in the ranch so that Shinra drops this. This is actually a really hard comm sphere to proc, the dropping of, because it'll only drop there if you go up there for Shinra. And if you think about it, it's actually kind of hard to get this ranch. Remember all the obscure stuff? Oh, this Chocobo looks sad. Oh, he's timid. Oh, I guess the timid ones will have different stances. But check it out. There's all these guys. It's really hard to get Clasco to open this ranch in the first place. Very easy to miss. Let alone that as well with Shinra. But so there's 2 comm spheres here in the Calmlands, and there's a bunch more over there. I don't need to show you them all. But so yeah, what we're gonna do is show you exactly how Clasco works and some of the stuff. So I'm out on patrol right now. If anyone needs me, just call out on patrol. I know where you are. You're in the dungeon. Okay. All right. Best way for me to describe this would be as such. Basically, the whole point of the Chocobo Ranch is that you can send those Chocobos that you've caught out into the world, and they'll look for items for you. You can determine where they go in the whole world, and they'll find items for you when they return. However, if you send them to places they're not suited to, or you send them out too much, eventually they're going to run away and not like you anymore, and you'll never get that item. Also, if you send specific Chocobos of specific levels to specific places, you unlock entirely optional dungeons and alternate content for the game. Right. So, how do we level up Chocobos? First of all, you've got raised Chocobos, okay? So, this is our list of Chocobos. You basically get 5 runners, okay? Oh, sorry, 4 runners, okay? And a bunch of reserves, okay? The runners are the... You can basically have 4 Chocobos out in the world at any time, and those are the runners. So, these are my main men, right? These are my main ones. I've got level 1, who's never been fed any greens and can't level up, all right? Because it says next level 0. And I've got 3 that we can level up. So, let's take Choco Runner 2 here. And let's feed him some greens. Gaiasaur greens are the ones that you use to capture Chocobos. But then there's another type of green here as well called Parsana greens, as you can see. And these are what you can use to level Chocobos from level 1 to level 2. So we're going to throw 10 greens at him, feed him away, and Chocobo advances to level 2, as you can see there. And so we'll level this guy up to level 2 as well. Feed away. And we'll feed this guy. So now we have a bunch of level 2 Choco runners. But you'll see that now they all say next level is 0. So basically, these Chocobos are at the highest level they'll ever get to. And we need to release them and go catch a bunch more until we find a really good one that eventually will get to level 3. Now, I did do a bit of test file stuff here, and I believe that one of the ones on these other pages can get that high. But you'll notice we've only got one more Pasana green left now. Oh, we only have one left. That sucks. So what do? Well, so you come down here to nutritive greens. And it says, would you like to change the ratio of nutritive greens? It's really weird the way that they do this. And you can say yes, all right. And it says, okay, how many Pasana greens do you want? So the idea is this, that as you participate in random battles, Clasco is always growing greens, always growing food. And you can figure out what ratio of food you want him to make. Do you want him to make 100% Gaiasaur greens? In which case, you know, you can capture a ton of Chocobos because they'll have a huge stock of them. Or do you want him to do maybe only some Gaiasaur greens and then primarily, like, level up greens? So Pasana greens are the ones that will get you from level 1, Chocobo from level 1 to level 2. So let's say we want, you know, make 70% because we want to level them up, all right? So it says 70% Pasana, 30% Mimit. Now, Mimit greens are greens that you use to level them to level 4, okay? So that's kind of weird the way that all that worked, but now it basically what it's done is it's taken a bunch out of Clasco's stock and put it in our inventory. So now if we go back to raised Chocobos and we go Choco Reserve, you'll see I've got 477 Pasana greens because of the ratio I chose there. So we'll do that. the Chocobo advances to level 2. And here you'll see it can level up again. So now we need to feed it 10 Mimic Greens to level it up again. So now it advanced to level 3. But it can't go any further. Alright, which is a shame. So you just want to keep feeding in these nutritive greens and see what Chocobos you can get to the highest level possible. See, Choco Reserve 3, he can get even higher, right? Oh, wait, hold on. No. He was just the next level. Okay, that's kind of weird. I thought we'd got level 4 Chocobo there, which was crazy. I don't actually think you can get the greens for level 4 Chocobos in Chapter 3. I think you can only go as high as this. So there you go. We've now leveled all of our Chocobos up. We've got a couple of level 3 ones, some level 2 ones. And let's say then we want our level 2, this level 1 Chocobo. Let's not have a level 1 Chocobo run around. So let's change our roster. So what we're going to do is click change roster. And we're going to reassign Chocobo Runner 1, who's terrible and a very low level. And we're going to put one of this level 3 one in, alright? And then once again, let's put another level 3 one in. Get rid of Choco Runner 2 and get this level 3. There you go. And then maybe the third one here. So as you guys can see, the system is quite in depth, but the user interface isn't great for it. But so yeah, so we can go to the Choco browser as well. This is another one of the things which tells you about your current Chocobos. So of all the Chocobos, you'll see that it's given us, I've got 10 in the ranch at the moment. 2 of them are bold Chocobos and 8 of them are timid. Why 8 timid and 2 bold? Well, because I caught 8 of them from Besaid while I was leveling my trainers up, right? And so all the ones you catch from Besaid are timid. The other 2 I caught from, I believe it was the Moonflow, while I was getting some blue bullets. And those ones are bold. And so the timid ones are better going to different areas. And then as you can see, we've got all of our other ones here. Alright, so really what's the whole point of this? It's to dispatch Chocobos. Junk food is Gaiasaur greens, okay? So junk food is how many, if you want to get more Gaiasaur greens in your inventory. So as you can see there, we now have 99 instead of 0, like just as we entered the ranch. So let's go to dispatch Chocobos, and we're going to choose a destination. So, as I said, I've got 8 timid Chocobos. I'm currently opening my guide right now. I've got 8 timid Chocobos and only 2 bold ones. So what we want to do is you can only dispatch the runners, and you want to figure out who's best suited for where. Now, you can learn that as a good Chocobo breeder, I suppose, that plays the game a lot. Or you can read guides, which is exactly what I'm doing. So a timid Chocobo is suitable for Kilika Island, for Beacon Owl Desert, and funnily enough, the Thunder Plains, which is really weird. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to dispatch to Beacon Owl Island. And what we're going to do is we're going to dispatch one of our level 3 Chocobos, a timid level 3 Chocobo. So there you go, Choco Runner 1. We'll dispatch him there. Make me proud. Be a good Chocobo and don't run off. Thus the Chocobo sets off into the unknown. And Kilika's also good, so let's set some of our timid ones off to there as well. You notice that none of our bold ones are runners at the moment, and the other one was Thunder Plains, so we'll send 2 off to the Thunder Plains, which is nice. There you go, and then one more of the Thunder Plains, and now all of our Chocobos are gone. So now that they're gone, basically you leave the ranch, okay, and you go do some battles, and somewhere between I think it's 8 to 12 battles after you complete them, your Chocobos will return, or they'll basically run away. And that's basically the way that it works. There's also, for what it's worth, something very special for dispatching a Chocobo to Beacon Owl. You want to dispatch one to Beacon Owl. It unlocks something special for you in Chapter 5. So what we did there was actually quite important. That wasn't just me showing you a random weird feature of the game. That's something that we have to do. Also, to get 100% complete, to unlock even more of the Chocobo Ranch, we need to get 3 Chocobos of every level, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, to be dispatched somewhere and come back successfully. So that can take a while, and that will be stuff I'll be doing entirely off screen. But yeah, so there you go. That's the ranch, guys. That's the way it works. That's what I've been doing in the background, and yeah, it's basically a lot of grind. I'm so sad that the encounter rate and the Calmlands appear so low in this chapter. I want more battles. Come on. Well, whatever. Look at this! Oh, yes. So, another thing at the Calmland is, of course, we're in the middle of the Cactuar side quest. Look at how cool these guys are. Like, really. Oh, my God. This makes me want mounts in this game. Look at it. Seriously. So, check it out. It's 2 Cactuars. These do actually count as 2 of the gatekeepers as well. So, we get 2 for 1 here. This is Arik and Eroja, who I'm pretty sure were in the previous game. Everything's coming up Cactuars. Same minigame as before, Arik, Eroja, and their faithful Chocobos. So speaking of all the Chocobo stuff, together they can conquer anything, but Arik does all the heavy lifting. So we're just going to try and shoot. I've never tried this before, by the way, guys. This is my first time ever. Oh, my God. It's so fast. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, I don't mind dodging. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep shooting that same chocobo. Oh, my God. How did that miss? I have to, like, predict it. This isn't even reaction. This is preemptive. I thought we'd have 2 different screens of which to shoot them. I can only miss 3 more shots. This isn't happening. Oh, not with him being so evasive. What am I supposed to do about that? Oh, and he hit me. I'm out of ammo now. Oh, God, that chocobo's pissed. I'm sorry. I only hit that one once, but it was a big reaction. Oh, well, we're dead. Damn, those are hard. Those are really difficult. I really do think that they probably developed the game and they were like, oh man, this stuff's really difficult. Do we change it or do we just make the reward easier to get? Let's just make the reward easier to get. Easy peasy. Oh, and the little one's like all sad. Or he's just happy. I don't know. Araka and Aroja are finally cooperating. Take them back to the Cactuar mother. Oh, the Chocobo Cactuar combo. Delectable. Oh, look, they're both running around with us, and one of them's bigger than the other one. Oh, let's go find their mother. Where are all their fathers, I wonder? That's kind of an interesting thought. Benzo says, welcome back, Eric and Aroja. Wouldn't it be nice if you found some chocobos to play with here in the deserts?
That's the gist of it.
Huh. Didn't we just send one to the desert? All right, and so the other cactus over here, Benzo says, I am the mother of Islaya of the Sage. I am oft called the Wise Mother. Islaya embarked to follow in the footsteps of our Cactuar forebears who left the desert in ages past. We actually get some interesting lore here, which is kind of funny. Islaya, my sage son, have you found the Cactuar stones they left so long ago? Well, anyone who remembers a particular region very well from the previous game will be very immediately tipped off as to this. Try not to get too burned to a crisp. And take care of yourselves. Burn to a crisp. What? They're from a desert. What could possibly burn them to a crisp that doesn't burn them here? All right. So yeah, that's one of the missions, the Classco mission. But yes, what about the cave? I set up a long time ago now a cliffhanger about the cave. Let's go down there and see what's going on. You guys should remember, Chapter 1, I did come down here and I did show you that there were a bunch of tourists who were hoping that another game was going to open up down here in this area. Things aren't going to go very well for them. For what it's worth as well, I did no test file for what's coming up, and it's kind of complicated, so we'll see. This should be pretty interesting.
Fiends from deep in the cave!
There are still some people trapped inside.
There's nothing we can do to help them.
To be honest, I'd had enough. I wanted to blame them for turning a place like this into a tourist attraction.
Please, won't you help us rescue the people left behind?